Hi everyone, my name is Nikki Bordelon and I'm the high school youth minister here at St. Mary Magdalene. This is your confirmation rehearsal video. So in lieu of a confirmation rehearsal in person, all you need to do is watch this video and I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know for your confirmation day. From where to be and when, where you're going to walk, the flow that you're going to do, what's going to be said, the purpose of the sacrament, what you need to wear, etc. So if you are a confirmation candidate or you are a sponsor of someone receiving confirmation, this video is for you and it's important to watch it in its entirety. So to start, I'm going to share a little bit of the timing. If you are a candidate, a teenager receiving confirmation, you need to be at the church meeting in the chapel at 5:45. If you are a sponsor of someone receiving sacrament of confirmation, meet outside in front of the church in the area that we call the piazza. And there you will meet Sarah Ritchie and Vicki Christoph, and they will be handing you, this is Sarah, like camera woman, they'll hand you a card with your candidate's name and the saint name on the back. And there's no order necessarily that you need to be in, you'll just be lining up outside. The reason why high schoolers, y'all need to be here a little bit early is because we want to give y'all some time to pray and prepare yourselves to kind of calm yourself from the school day, prepare yourselves to receive the sacrament. We're also going to have Father Chris come in and meet with y'all, kind of give you a little bit of inspiration on what is about to happen. You can ask him any questions and he might even ask you some questions. Once we're done with all of that, then high schoolers will be released out to the piazza and you will meet with your sponsor and you'll just kind of line up in a row. And we'll process in from there. For parents, we don't have assigned seating for confirmation. So the doors will open at 5:45 and the whole church is fair game. So any of these pews, aside from the front two pews on either side, those will be reserved for candidates and sponsors. But anywhere else, you can just come and find a spot and take a seat starting at 5:45. The Mass will begin at 6:30. So now that we're at Mass time, what do you wear for confirmation? Well, it's a big thing. It's a celebration and you dress up for a celebration. So I love how y'all come to youth Mass every Sunday feeling really at home, really casual. We wear t-shirts, some people wear leggings, sweatpants. Boys, y'all wear pajama pants a lot. I don't really understand it, but to each their own, but this is not the time and place for that. This is a celebration, it is a special occasion, so dress nicely. What does that look like? For guys, wear pants and a collared shirt tucked in. It can be a polo, it can be a full-length button-down. You can wear a full suit if you would like, however, it's not required. All we require is a collared shirt tucked in, and maybe khakis or slacks. That's what most boys will wear. And then girls, wear a nice dress. Wear a nice dress. You just need to cover your shoulders. So no spaghetti straps. It doesn't have to be like a full over the shoulder, but at least like a thick, substantial strap on your shoulder. Nothing too low cut, front or back, cutouts in the middle section, none of that. Have it be long enough, fairly conservative, so no more than 3 fingers above your knee. You want to have like a good range of motion to kneel and genuflect and bow and not worry about anything showing or happening. So 3 fingers above the knee. It can be longer because 3 fingers above the knee is a little tricky to find, so you can do knee length, you can do a midi, you can do all the way maxi dress, whatever you want. No color requirements, that's about it. What is the sacrament of confirmation? We've been talking about this through the way for 2 years, specifically in our Holy Spirit room rotation that y'all would have done last year. But confirmation is a sacrament of initiation. So when you were baptized, You are given the gifts of the Holy Spirit, and you are spiritually adopted sons and daughters of God. Your parents spoke out a profession of faith in certain baptismal promises on your behalf. But this is your time in sacramental adulthood to restate those baptismal promises for yourself. You are going to receive an outpouring of the Holy Spirit like the disciples did at Pentecost. And all of the gifts that you received at baptism are going to be sealed within you, and the power is going to increase for the purposes of ultimately growing closer to Jesus and better evangelizing and witnessing to the faith.
Whoa.
So everyone is going to get these incredible gifts. Whether or not you are really present and wanting to receive and use them is ultimately up to you. But this is the final moment when everything that you've worked towards, everything that you've learned is going to come to fruition. Father Chris is going to go to each of you and put the holy oils on your head and say, be sealed with the gifts of the Holy Spirit, addressing you by your new name, which is the saint name that you chose. And that new name kind of symbolizes being like a new creation in the faith, like when Abram became Abraham and Simon became Peter. So it's a really beautiful thing that is going to happen, and I want y'all to really be present in it. So for the entirety of the Mass, the liturgy of this Mass is a little different than a regular standard Mass. The readings are specific, and the words that the priest says are specific for confirmation. Even the colors in the church and the colors of the flowers are going to be red as a symbol of the Holy Spirit. So really pay attention to everything that's happening in the Mass so that you can fully receive and embrace and understand the gift that you are participating in. Now let's go ahead and walk through the church and see where you need to go. So as I said, you're going to be outside in the piazza, standing side by side with your confirmation sponsor. And when Sarah and Vicki and I are out there and give you the cue that you're ready to come in, then we're going to start processing through the center of the aisle. So Sarah's just going to follow me as I walk you through where you're going to go. We're going to walk all through the middle. You're going to be smiling really big and bright because you're so excited to receive this sacrament. All the way down to your pew. I'm going to get holy water, but we don't all need to stop to do that. Okay, and these sections are where you're going to go. So I'm going to start acting as though I'm in this front pew. Important genuflect. We want to show everyone that you know how to be reverent. So we're going to genuflect, walk into your pew, go all the way to the end with your sponsor, and then you're going to sit down. You're going to participate in Mass, do all of the things, and then Sarah is going to be your usher, gesturing for 10 pairs at a time to go and start lining up to receive the sacrament. So you're going to exit out the right side. Whenever you get the cue to go, you're going to exit out this side, and then you're going to start sneaking around. So we don't want to cut through the front of her because that's where there's going to be some movement happening. So we go all the way around, and then we line up on this right side wall. So if you're in the front, you'll go all the way to the front. And I'm going to be standing right here, meeting everyone here. So I'll stop you. And then whenever Father Chris gestures that he's ready for the first 10 pairs to go up and line up, then I'm going to cue you to go. We're going to walk straight this way. Note, sponsors are going to be on the left side of the teen receiving confirmation, and your right hand is going to be on their left shoulder. So if you're a sponsor, you'll be walking with the teen like this. If you're a teen, you can just walk like this, and their hand will be on your shoulder. So you'll walk all the way to the very end, and then turn and face the front, and keep your right hand on their left shoulder. We'll all be lined up fairly nicely spaced. And then Father Chris is going to go down the line one by one to each person, saying, "Be sealed with the gifts of the Holy Spirit," and putting the chrism oil on your forehead. Note, it is going to be on your forehead. So boys, if you got that shaggy, swoopy hair, maybe sweep it aside so that your forehead is clear. Girls, if you have bangs or something, maybe get them out of the way because you will be anointed on your forehead. Then he's going to come by and sponsors, this is where you hold up the card with their saint name, because Father will be addressing each teen by their saint name for confirmation. Once you're all done, then Suzanne, a third usher, is going to be standing over here in this corner, and she'll start gesturing to help you come back around. So you're going to keep making like a full snake through the church so that we don't cut any other pathways off. Go up and around through here, back behind the baptismal font, up through the center, and back into your pew where you started. It's that same pattern for this whole section. And once Sarah's done getting everyone from this section, then we'll move on to the next one. Last section, so your pattern of getting to the front will just be a little bit different if you're on the left side, but you're still always going to exit through the right. So you're gonna get up when Sarah gestures that it's your time, and then you're gonna come backwards through the middle aisle first. And then cut through back here. And keep going until you get to the same side wall that we started in the last group. And you'll meet me up here. Wait your turn. When it's your turn, I will gesture that it's time for you to go, so then we'll go. Line up at the front, be sealed with the Holy Spirit. May the Lord be with you and with your spirit. Suzanne gestures it's time for you to go back, so you're going to go back. And then your journey back to your seat is a lot quicker. You just go straight in. And then you're done. Now that everyone's confirmed, it's time to finish Mass, receive communion, and then everyone is going to process out of the church as normal. Once the Mass is over and everyone is processed out, you can feel free to come back into the church to take your pictures. You can wait in line to take pictures with Father Chris, with your family, with me, with Mary, Joseph, whoever you want. But we also want to take one big group picture. This, as some of y'all know, is going to be Father Chris's final confirmation with St. Mary Magdalene. So you are going to be a very, very special confirmation class for him. And I think that he would love it, and I would love it if we all got a picture together. So group picture, then individual pictures, and then y'all are free to go whenever you're ready. If you have any special requests or accommodations that I need to know about, please let me know. If you maybe have a severe gluten allergy and I need to let the sacristan know about a gluten-free host, or maybe your confirmation sponsor is in a wheelchair or handicapped and you need to be seated at the end, we can accommodate any of those things as long as you just let me know in advance. But that's all. I will be praying for you, and I can't wait to see you on April 18th.